Hey guys, so this is specifically for you if you are in a transition with your soul mission and with the service that you offer to the world. You can feel that it's time to expand, it's time to deepen, it's time to grow, but you're not really sure how to express that intention. You're not really sure how to move forward, and you're not really sure how to actually make this shift. Okay, so this is a calling that comes to us all at a certain point, comes to us multiple times, and the process is pretty similar when it hits you. So first of all, there's going to be their version of you that you are currently wired as that needs to change, that needs to transform in order for the next phase of your vision to come into manifestation. The manifestation of an expanded version of your vision is a reflection of an expanded expression of your energy coming outwards into the world. So, I'm sure you can guess the process, right? Let yourself go through that internal expansion and bring out that deeper essence of you into the world. We always try to find the how-to instructions for how to create the bigger phases of our vision, but the reality is that you need to do this from an infrastructure and like just a scaffolding on every single level that is so deeply resonating with your soul, and not the person that you were just now, the person that you're stepping into, the rendition of you that you are becoming. How can you be uncompromising in your process of feeling the vibration that wants to come through, and how you can represent it with the highest level of integrity and the highest level of truth. And you can have this process of being really transparent with yourself and your essence to see, okay, what is this essence, this expression that wants to come out? What am I so excited about? What do I really, really, really feel? And we need to be able to really work with the duality in this process, right? So there's the new vision, the new version, the new amount of your energy that wants to come out and through. And then there's the other things that hold you back. So everyone's going to have different ones of these. For some people, it's literally survival and safety fears. For some people, it's more fears of being seen, fears of being reprimanded, fears of being excommunicated, fears of being judged. Like it's more personal. Like fears of being cast out from the tribe, whatever it is. What if I told you guys that if you're really here to shine in your highest level of your soul mission, that it might be inevitable that you are cast out of the tribe? And could you just accept that and like accept all those things that are at the other end of your fear and be like, ah, yeah, okay, well, if that has to happen, that has to happen, because I trust my soul and I trust my path and I know that everything is always working out for me, best case scenario. And I don't need to worry how things look because I know and I feel it. And I've spent time to cultivate that feeling and that recognition. And I'm attuning to that reality no matter what it is that shows up. So there's that side, right? Like the things that are coming up inside of you to be purged, the contradicting frequencies, the lies that you need to unscribe from to now reach higher heights, right? So that's the simple process. You want to bring more of you out into the world. You want to experience more of your power, more of your light, more of your sovereignty. Well, guess what? The process is simple. The process is free yourself up from all the lies that are in your system that tell you that you are not what you truly are, that tell you you are limited, that tell you you are unlovable, that tell you you are small, that tell you all these lies, all these things that influence and like interfere and refract our truest, brightest essence, all the lies that you're subscribed to. This is actually the pathway to activating more of yourself. It's just like letting go of the lies, right? Letting go of the lies that create this limited perspective of what you are. And because you're holding a limited perspective, it's like a filter. It filters out the possibility and the potential and the power that you could experience. So if you say that I'm done believing that, I'm here to see things differently and I'm starting to open my perspective to see what could work out for me, then you're going to start to experience a very different reality. So what we perceive is what comes into manifestation. So a big part of this process is shifting. So going through the duality process where you shift being out of being so stuck in one point of view. And okay, listen, you don't need to work that hard on like freeing yourself up from the perspectives as well. If you were stubborn enough to just say that I invalidate this idea, I do not recognize it as valid, as truthful, and I see you as false. Like, you just completely invalidate it. You take all the power from it. It doesn't matter if it exists within you, because it has no power, because you've completely avoided that reality. Sorry, but I don't think you're true. That's you getting free from that energy, right? And starting to become available for other realities, because you're saying, that's not my reality. I'm sorry, that's not my reality. But back to the whole playing with the duality, is that you have to be masterful in both sides of the duality, right? And this is why we don't succeed in the translation of the intentions for our soul missions to expand, is because we're not able to work with the duality powerfully enough. We're able to like work on the one side of the vision that we want to connect to and whatever it is, but we're still believing the duality of what is on some level. We're still believing a lie, an illusion about ourselves, because if we weren't, we wouldn't be where we are. We are only where we are because we believe that lie about ourselves. So we have to get ourselves free from it. And recognize that you're like, don't feel bad about the way you are, the way your circumstances are. And this is the other loop we fall into, is this loop of reactivity and being the victim to your circumstances, and believing that your circumstances say anything about you or define anything about you moving forwards. Yes, it is what it is. Accept whatever is right now, but doesn't make a difference about where you're going next. It doesn't have to influence you. It only influences if you allow it. The only level of influence something has over us is the amount that we agree to it. Do we get that, guys? You're completely free, and you do not have to be affected by things, but if you agree to be affected by them, that's fine. That's your own free will. That's it. That's why we do this on this planet. So can you work with this duality, and can you be that energetic master to shift paradigms, to come into this new reality? And the more you're able to balance that duality and work with it masterfully and skillfully, the more you're going to be able to shift. And it's fundamental that we learn how to be these energetic alchemists, these weavers of worlds, and these reality wizards, because this is the game that we came here to play, guys. We came here to play this game with our energy in the physical world. And we came here to see what we're holding inside of ourselves by the reflection of the physical world. So you better work with what you're being shown in your reflection, because it holds the keys and the codes and the information that you need to go deeper and to take yourself forwards. So yeah, that's just a little riff on that. Balancing those dualities, recognizing that it's time to let one version die out and let another one expand and like come into manifestation and fruition. And then just really understanding the very simple principle of, the greater my soul mission wants to expand, the greater the energy of me that I have to bring out. And like, we always think about this linearly, and we're like, oh well, this is how much energy I expend right now, and I just couldn't imagine expending more. Guys, the more you expand, the more you're able to handle a greater voltage of your energy, and the easier it is. You don't have to think about it in terms of effort from this perspective and this point of view, okay? Trust you'll be guided. Trust you will be rewired from the inside out, as I may or may not have been saying earlier. I was planning to say, whether I said it. You're being rewired from the inside out, and this is not for the faint-hearted. You're an old and an advanced soul if you're going through this process of emptying out the old version, the old vision, and coming into agreement with a new vision and a new energetic, and going through this process time and time again. And that can be expressed through deaths and rebirths in your life, and through just big purges and resets. And the more fluid you get with this, the more your experience of the death and the rebirth experience changes as well. Like, it's not a we're not like we think we know. When we're shifting from being in a very conditioned identity, we start to have these first few awakenings and these breakthroughs and these ego deaths, and we're like, yeah, this is how it is. But the reality is like, no, this is how it is in this transition phase from one version and one vibration into the next version and the next vibration. And this isn't just how it is as the cosmic being. This is how it is because we are rebalancing from all the levels, the depths of the conditioning that we've had. Like, that's why we're having to experience these extreme things, and that is why that we have to work hard on things like meditation and our spiritual practices, because we are having to rebalance ourselves spiritually because we've been so materially focused. Whoopsie. But the reality is that like our spirituality and the meditative state and the direct recognition of that and the natural state is it is all that is. It is all that is here. It is always here, and like it spontaneously arises, and like we shouldn't have to like control when we go into meditation, and we don't, but we only have to do that because of the inorganic nature of reality and how we've been living through our mental conditioning and being like these production line workers for the whole system, right? So anyway, side tangent, didn't mean to go on that one, guys, but you get what I'm saying, and this crucial point of expansion with your soul mission. Are you ready for this? It can be so powerful and so painful, and what I've shared today should help you a little bit when it comes to deconditioning the mind. And the duality can include fear, doubt, the idea that you might be burnt, all the things. And yeah, the other side of the duality of like the fans and the fire and the inspiration that you're really bringing into life. Don't forget to do that as well, because that's the bit that makes the biggest difference. Okay, guys, sending you all so much love. And tell me in the comments about your mission, what you're working on, what this brought up in you, what this is helping you see. Because like I've said to you guys multiple times before, that the most important conversation is the conversation that happens within you as you receive what I'm sharing. That is the way that your consciousness is collaborating with this information and revealing itself, or revealing you more to you through the mirror of this information. Okay, so curious. Let me know, guys. Sending you all so much love.